Hi, I finished listening to Richard Osman's new series, We Solve Murders. I've really enjoyed the Thursday Murder Club series, so I was always going to try this one to see what I thought. And I wasn't disappointed. We've got Steve Wheeler, who's a retired ex-London cop. And he lives in the New Forest. He's widowed. He's lost his wife, Debbie. He lives alone. He's got a cat called Trouble. And his life is his weekly pub quizzes. He's got a small circle of friends. And he does a bit of private investigating, sort of looking for lost dogs and things like that, And every day he goes to the park to a bench in Debbie's name, his late wife's Debbie's name, and he talks to her. He also talks, to his daughter-in-law, Amy. Every day he talks to Amy. But it's never about feelings or emotions. It's what he's doing and what she's doing, and that's it. But they talk every day. She's a bodyguard. She works for Maximum Impact Security, protecting important people. And she seems to have... And she's married to Adam, Steve's son. And it's a relationship that's it's a close relationship, even though they are apart a hell of a lot of the time. And Steve seems to talk to Amy more than he does his son Adam. Steve and Amy have got a good relationship. Her latest job is being the bodyguard to the number 2 thriller writer, Rosie D'Antonio, an eccentric lady, larger than life, indeterminate age. She could be anything from 45 to 85. She never tells anybody how old she is. And she's been... Amy's having to target her because in her last book, one of her characters, she based one of her characters on a Russian oligarch, but it was a little bit too closely based on him, and he's sort of really taken the hump and is now out to kill her. So Rosie is guarding her, and they're on this private island, just Amy and a chef, and of course Rosie. Now, add into this mix prolific money smuggler Francois Loubet, and he contacts people using ChatGPT. I think it's ChatGPT, something like that. It's this AI thing. Turn this email into this voicemail into the style of an English gentleman, or sort of convert this to this tone of an English gentleman. All his emails are done, converted by AI. ChatGPT. I've forgotten. It's one of those. And he's using influencers to smuggle millions. But 3 influencers end up dead. And the coincidence is that each influencer that has died, Amy has been within about an hour of where they've died. So she's beginning to think, is someone setting her up? Is she being framed? And then when someone threatens her, when there's an attempt made on her life, she realises that they're not just setting out to frame her, they're maybe trying to kill her as well. So there's only one person she can call on, and that is Steve. He doesn't want to leave his comfort zone because, he's got the pub quiz on Wednesday. How could he fly over to South Carolina when he's got the pub quiz? And who's going to look after Trouble, the cat? But this is Amy, and he will do anything for Amy. So he goes, and it's a book full of humour because Steve is totally out of his comfort zone. Rosie is great fun. She's a brilliant character. She really is. And if she doesn't appear in future novels, I'll be very disappointed. The relationship between Amy and Steve is super. And, it is funny seeing Steve struggling in an environment that he's not used to. But the adventure that follows, there's twists, there's several villains. We find out little bits of their backstories as well. There's even romance, there's danger, there's friendships, there's crime. I thought it was a terrific start to a new series. So, like the Thursday Murder Club, I'm waiting for the next one of that series to come out. I'll be waiting for the next one of this series to come out as well. So, it was a nice listen to on Audible. So, We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. Happy reading. Take care.